So this is planting instructions for variegated Solomon seal. When you open the package, you will find 5 or 6 rhizomes like this. Some of them might have a little stalk attached to them. That's where the stalk's been cut. So for planting, you're gonna want to do it flat like that, covered with soil. So I'll just go over that in a second here. If you get one that doesn't have the stalk sticking up, to decide which way you're gonna, which side's gonna face up and which side's gonna face down, you can see this is the bottom side. It's kind of hard to tell because there's roots basically going around the entire thing. So look for these little circular nodes that protrude, and that is basically where a new stalk will form in the spring. So that's going to face up once you dig the hole. You can see this one has the stalk coming out right there, and then if you look down it, there's another node down here which could potentially grow a stalk as well. Ignore my dirty fingers. I've been digging in the dirt. Okay, so Solomon seal don't really like to be planted very deep. Their rhizomes are basically on the surface of the soil, only about an inch underneath it when you're digging around. So what you're gonna wanna do is kind of like irises. If you've ever planted irises, you basically just wanna cover them lightly. So what I do is just kind of dig the length of the rhizome and kind of loosen the soil up a little bit. You're going to want to pick a nice and shady spot. We're under this giant oak tree right now. They do like at least part shade. They will actually grow in the full sun as well, but I find that they're more attractive. Their foliage doesn't get quite as damaged and burnt when they get less than 6 hours of sun. So you're going to locate the nodes on this one. So this is the underside. There's not really any nodes showing. Flip it over, you can see one here, you can see one here, so that is going to face up because that is where the stalks are going to come out. So basically just set it in this hole, which is about an inch or so deep. This is basically pine fines and really loamy, nice soil, so I'm just going to kind of cover it up and smooth it, and then water it in really well. And if you see one that has a stalk like this, so you can let that stalk protrude out so you know where it is. And it may regrow after it's planted from that same stalk. Like it might leaf out again towards that area. It also might just die back and then regrow the following spring. So that's totally normal. So just cover that, and then you can kind of leave that stalk just slightly exposed. Water it and good to grow.